What is up? It's your boy Kate Sif Wins back with a quick little video before I obviously get into the big game that comes out tomorrow or whenever I get it. Hopefully I get it by tomorrow night, which will be Borderlands 3, which I do plan on doing a lot of videos on. But there is a show going on right now over in Tokyo, got the Tokyo Game Show, and I figure I'd do a quick little video of my impressions on at least two things that I am definitely interested in from two franchises. One of them being the Final Fantasy 7 remake, and the other being Resident Evil Project Resistance. But I'll start with the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Now, I remember playing the original one back when it first came out. It was the first ever PS1 game, so I definitely always have a special place for me personally. This is my first ever PS1 game I ever played, but this is a remake, well over 2 decades later, and it makes me feel old. But basically they had some more footage of it in the trailer, and it looks good. I'm definitely interested. Unfortunately, there's still a few things holding me back from further and being invested completely in it, and that's episodic content that's playing to do, as well as a little bit of the battle system. But the episodic content, that really didn't get nullified at all, because all the scenes we've seen in the trailers and gameplay have only shown Midgard, and if you ever play Final Fantasy 7, that's a very, very, just the first part of the game. It's a massive game, so how many episodes are we going to do, and how much are they all going to cost? So that's still up there for debate, and unfortunately we won't know that until a later date. But and then a little bit of the battle system. As I said, I'm more old school. I wish it was, the old school Final Fantasy 7 battle system, but just because I see so many JRPGs turning into action RPGs in their battle system, which isn't a problem, but I wish it was a little bit more balanced. But I do like the fact that at least they try to incorporate a little strategic. If it's slowing down when you're doing a magic, I don't know if that's gonna feel good for me or not, but I guess it's just something that I'm just gonna have to play myself. Hopefully they have a demo release, which I heard a lot of people talking about. There's going to be a demo release of the first mission, which would be cool just to get a feel of it, because it looks good. It looks like they're going to be adding a few scenes. The trailer showed a few things that are a little bit different. Where, for instance, when you in the church with Aerith, and the Turks come after you, you just ran away and got up through the ceiling. Well, now it looks like Cloud is fighting Reno instead, instead of just running away. So maybe they're adding a few more things. Graphically looks very good. Character models look good, including so many scenes they showed the other Turk, Reno, and both Reno and Rude. It showed Shinra as the present Shinra as some giant hologram, which maybe they'll give him a bigger role, because you didn't really see much of him before he untimely met his end. But then we had the summons. We've seen some of the summons. We saw Shiva. I think we saw E3. I'm not 100% sure, but now off the top of my head. But we did have the summons. They look cool. You gotta have summons in a Final Fantasy game, and maybe we'll see. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if we're gonna see my boy Kate Sif. If you're wondering where Kate Sif Wins comes from, it comes from Final Fantasy 7. So maybe we'll see the most oddest, unique Final Fantasy character, but you don't see him to the casino, so I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to see him. But hopefully, sooner than later, we'll see. As I said, all the footage only shows Midgard, so I if it is gonna be episodic, I feel like you gotta have more than that. You're gonna sell a pricey game. I don't know if it's full price or maybe $10 off. Not 100% sure. Check it out for me in the comment section. But for just a few episodes, how many episodes is it? Because it's the way it's going on now, it's gonna be 7 or 8. And you times it up, that's a lot of money. People aren't gonna want to spend that over one game, no matter what it is. And as I said, we'll see that at another day, and hopefully they can clear that out in the future. But it looked good. The character models look good. The effects look good. I'm definitely piqued my interest. It's been a while since I've been interested in a Final Fantasy game, so hopefully they can bring me back. which gets me to another franchise which has definitely been hitting it on all cylinders, which is the Resident Evil franchise. And I know a lot of people may be turned off by this, that it isn't Resident Evil 3 remake, or it's not Resident Evil 8, but and some people thought it was going to be a remake of Resident Evil Outbreak, but it's actually none of those. This is Resident Evil Project Resistance, which I don't know will be the final name or they'll change that, but basically it's kind of just like an idea, and I don't think they're devoting a lot of people doing it. It's just more like they announced it's a spin-off, and basically it's got more on ties to like a Dead by Daylight, where you got 4 players against the one mastermind, and the 4 players are trying to survive and in an area trying to fight. Each of the characters have a few different abilities, like one can heal, the other can use their fist, the other is more of a tank, the other can like hack stuff, where the mastermind is trying to, he can summon the monsters and put traps to hinder the players. So basically the players, you want to team up and be together, but as the mastermind you get these cameras where you can swap them, see where the survivors are, or you can see if they're split up. Maybe you can lock a door or put a trap in the ground or summon a certain monster, and over time you'll be able to actually summon and control a Mr. X. A little bit of gameplay of him, but but basically the whole knowledge of the thing is that if you're the players, you definitely want to team up. Teamwork is what's ultimately going to determine if the survivors win or the mastermind wins. And I'm interested. If this can tide me over to obviously Resident Evil 3 remake or Resident Evil 8 comes out, I'm more than happy for it. One of the things I love about the Resident Evil franchise is that it's not afraid to take risk and do things a little bit differently. And as I said, this is an idea. It's an early act, like it's in the early stages. You're going to have a private beta. I think you can sign up for it by going to their website, I do believe, right now. And I guess they'll handpick a few, but it's just a small idea. It's not probably a lot of people developing it. It is running on the RE engine, and I'm up for having new things. I don't like to see the same thing over and over, but if it can tide me over to Resident Evil 3 remake or Resident Evil 8, I'm more than happy to see that, and it's definitely a welcome addition. Hopefully it works out, and hopefully with these people testing it, and it can get better, because I saw some people saying it's maybe feels kind of arcadish because it has like numbers when you do damage on it, and to the enemies. But that's fine. I'm all for new things, and the old adage, don't like to try. I know some people it's just not for them, but I'm definitely intrigued, and it's not. And I think they also said it's not going to be a full price game. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I do believe I thought I heard that somewhere. So it's not going to be some $60 game or whatnot. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me and they change it. But maybe they can add other survivors, famous survivors, instead of just these no name people. I only saw the one area that they can have other maps or whatnot, which would be cool. But I'm interested in it. I definitely give it a chance when it comes out. There is no release date for it because it's just definitely early parts of it. But it's how good things start. They start with an idea, and some people, you give them a vision and they can make the idea a masterpiece. But at the very least, I don't know which role I would want to play more, because I kind of that type of dude that likes to control things, and being able to be that mastermind to control, like hey, I see these people split up, and I'm gonna lock the door, or you can turn off the lights, and then have some mass hysteria, confusion. You can activate some automatic turrets. You can summon different type of enemies, like just the normal zombies or the IVs, and this is based on more like Resident Evil 2 enemies, by the way. It's not like it's set in that Resident Evil 2 era, so it's not like you're gonna see, well, at least from now, Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 6 or something like a Resident Evil 7 enemy. So it's that Resident Evil 2 era. But without further ado, I'm definitely interested in both Resident Evil Project Resistance and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. But Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, and peace.